go, baby.
So there was another train show, and of course we went. I've been pining for this one because there's a lot of things on my list that I needed to get. So let's get into it. I needed cattle cars, and I wanted to get some Union Pacific cattle cars. So I started with John's Hobby Shop. He had a table, and I got a pretty good deal on the cattle car, the caboose, and then the trucks. And then I moved on to another table, and another table, and another table, and I was kind of just on a mission to pick up Union Pacific cattle cars, and each of these was roughly about $5. I think the most I paid was $7 for one of them, but now I have the fleet I was looking for, so I was excited about that. And then I moved on to another table. They had a lot of these wonderful Bush vehicles, and they had some decent prices, and I kind of talked them into giving me a little bit better deal. I needed the cows for the cattle cars, and then I ended up at another table where I don't know what they were thinking, but the deals were unimaginable. They had wonderful flat car loads, of course I was looking for. They had these awesome trucks that I need, and then they had all these other things, and then the Woodland Scenics Just Plug. I have been waiting on these vehicles. They had cats and dogs. They had another Just Plug vehicle. The prices were just blowing my mind. So details galore that I was needing. And everything I picked up, the prices were just incredible. So I never got the name of this club, but I loved them. They were phenomenal. And the billboard, that's another thing I'd wanted for a long time. Next up is Harris Hobbies. They had a table, and they had some things I needed. I have a lot of Woodland Scenics Just Plug on my layout, and I needed some supplies. So the prices were decent, and so I grabbed some of those. Next up was one of my favorite sellers from back in September. He always gives the best deals. I want to say his name is Brad. If he's watching, I really hope I got your name right. But he has all kinds of wonderful things, and no matter what the price is on the packaging, he always he knocks it out of the park with great deals. And I needed flat car loads because I have flat cars and not really anything to put on them. But he also had figures, he had containers, he had more figures, he had all these, these are things that I've been looking for. He had this little set, and I figured I could do something with it. And couplers. I always need couplers. I love couplers. And these little windows too. So all this stuff, he gave me the greatest deals, and I could just give him all my money all the time. And then I also picked up this gondola because the scrap loads I picked up back in September were actually made for a roundhouse gondola, so I grabbed that while I was at it. And next we have items that I picked up. This seller I bought from at the show in Grapevine. Just every year I end up picking up a good deal from him. And he had this wonderful caboose, Southern Pacific. I liked it, and he gave me a good deal on it. And then I picked up these two F units, Southern Pacific Bloody Nose. I've been wanting them because I actually have a B unit, but I wasn't really sure if I want to keep these, because the B unit I have is an Athearn, and the paint looks a little bit different. And speaking of Athearn, Blue Box, I saw this beauty and I had to have it. I love BNSF, and the pumpkin I have is a little bit lonely, and I saw this, I just couldn't resist it. How can you beat the detail that you see here? It's beautiful, and I can't wait to get this one on the tracks and see how it runs. I'm just so excited about it. And look at what good shape this is in. It's pristine. I got such a great deal on it. I love it. And this one was a little bit of an odd decision, but you'll find out why in a moment that I got this. But this Mantua gondola. It's really cute. It's vintagey. It's old-timey, and I needed it for the next item, which is this, an 060 Union Pacific. It's AHM, and it's just, I've been looking for a small steam locomotive, and this fit the bill. Look how wonderful it is. It's pristine. It's in great condition. I love it. It's just, this is exactly what I was looking for. So when I saw it, I had to have it. And this one is probably the thing I'm most excited about getting on the track. And of course you can't beat Blue Box Athearn. Look how great this is. It's wonderful. The details rock. This is an awesome locomotive. I'm really happy with this one. Okay, so before anyone can say anything about it, I do have some Santa Fe cars attached to the Southern Pacific, and that's because I haven't had a chance yet to remove the horn hook couplers and replace them with knuckle couplers, so bear with me on this one. This is just how we make it work. And I haven't decided yet if I really want to keep these. They might end up on my eBay page. We'll see. So what was my favorite purchase? I'd have to say, hands down, it's this precious 060 Union Pacific. I just couldn't get enough of it. It's the cutest thing. I love it so much. And now I have to get a whole bunch of freight to haul with it, or maybe some passenger cars that fit the era, and I love it. This is wonderful. So all in all, we had a great time, and thanks for humoring me through all this. As always, I truly appreciate every single one of you. Thank you so much for all the support that you've given me, and hang around. Please like, subscribe, and drop me a comment because I really do love hearing from you. And of course, remember to click the bell because it makes Paxton happy.